Wonderful. I had hoped to get on a little bit earlier, but that's not the way that it ended up. So we've gotten on, and have begun the granite tomahawk recipe creation, but then I didn't want to start it until I could start the stream and show you guys what this is all about. So the granite tomahawk is for the quest An Axe from the Past, which is a heritage quest. It is An Axe from the Past right there. This is the one given by Obsid Boulderboom, who is a giant in the Thundering Steppes. The quest line starts with little Tarby Lost. You have to go and protect this bear from wolves. Notably, you have to get the aggro from the wolves before they aggro the bear, or it will break the quest. So, as soon as the wolves spawn, you get the aggro. And then when you're done, you talk to the bear, and you pick him up and take him back to Obsid. After that, he'll give you a polished tomahawk, and you need to examine that, and you'll get the quest, An Axe from the Past. One of the things you need to do is you've got to go and gather some metals, and once you get enough pieces of granite from that, then you can get the step to make the granite tomahawk, which is what I'm on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this invite from Don because he popped that up. And then the granite tomahawk takes the cracked stone hand axe, which Obsid gives you as your reward for gathering those metals. A pristine piece of granite, you also get it there. A sparkling flower, that's something you have to harvest separately from the Thundering Steppes or that tier of things. 1 severed ash and 1 dark Granville, which is normal stuff from the broker. Alright. Here's my pristine piece of granite. And here is my cracked stone hand axe. So, I'm going to do this real quick. And since it's on a forge, that's not what I usually use, so this bar over here does not apply. I'm going to go to my trade skill window to prepare for this. I'm going to click create. This is not my skill set. And I wonder if I have anything else in my bags that I can use. I don't. I just figured I'd check. Okay, now, moving forward, granite and tomahawk, what we got here? Let's look to the right things. We've got the hardening, tempering, and anneal. And to make life easier, I'm going to stick them all in the same area and kind of figure out what's going on. So that's my progress increase at the expense of, it turns out it doesn't matter, it's really fast. But this one is progress at the expense of mana, this is progress at the expense of success chance, and this is progress at the expense of durability. Again, as it happens, that was, I didn't even need to do anything, so that's fair. I guess they've made it extremely easy to do that one. And now you'll see that the polished, or the blade that we had here is gone, and also the granite is gone. And in its place, we have this dull tomahawk right here. Level 31, 4 agility, 5 strength, 14 health, 20 power. Alright, and so, my quest is updated, saying I need to speak with Obsid. Not running out to do that at this second, but just to see where we're at. Now, I also would like to check what kind of situation we're on for materials for this tier, which is tier 5, level 40. And I see that we have a good bit of things here. I just threw a bunch of lustrous black coal in there, and I used very little of it. Otherwise, we're okay. We're okay in the harvest department on this tier. I think I can safely make some more writs before I go out harvesting again. Let's see. 5.3% trade skill vitality means I can probably finish the writ that I'm on pretty safely. And still be getting the double XP for that. So alright, we're on Burial March. Garcine's Burial March. Now for those of you who don't know, I did make this cool little hotbar over here to the side that just has the latest levels of crafting abilities. And in fact, the question becomes, are they the latest levels? Because have I updated them since I hit level 40? There's one way to find out. I've got extra sensory as the latest thing. And it's one of those. I don't know that I've upgraded this. Let me see. I haven't. Alright, what a shame. It's okay. I'll do it real quick. While we're making this, probably. Okay, so this is durability, and it increases progress. And we need to switch that out with this one. And so what I did there is I just drug this from here over to there where that one had previously been, and threw the other one over to the side, because we don't need that one. Oh, that's silly. And then we have this one, which decreases success chance and increases progress. That should be this, yes. And we'll throw the other one away. We also have diffuse, but we don't want it. We want 8 cut, increases progress for 27, and that should replace this, yes. Let's go ahead and click some of those so we don't lose what we're doing. That'd be a shame. Gotta click some buttons now and then on this whole crafting thing. Alright, so that should be updated, I believe. Because radiant cut should be this one. Yes, alright. Excellent. Got all that corrected. No problemo. Alright, wonderful. It's a great start to the crafting this morning. Very pleased to have gotten that update on the observability quest line. You know, I can't remember right now what all we have to do for that. I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones that leads into the Code of Decay ultimately. But I can't remember the fine details. I mean, I guess obviously as we go along, I'm gonna, you know, probably what's gonna happen is as it updates, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what we do. But for now, I'm just, I'm uncertain. I know I have to go turn it into him, and, you know, we'll see what he does next. Don's over there in the Thundering Steps. He didn't actually tell me what he wants to do or anything. He was just like, he said, hey. I said, hey. And then he sent me an invitation to the group without any further communication whatsoever. So I don't actually know if he was wanting anything, if he was just looking for a little camaraderie. He might potentially still be out there hunting the centaurs. I know he's been on a great centaur hunting mission. And I'm not really interested in joining in on the centaur hunting. He was trying to convince me that if I don't directly attack the centaurs, then the faction does not go down. But I don't know about that one. I don't think that that's correct. And so I'm certainly not going to run out there and risk it on the centaurs. So we'll see. Maybe he's right. But, not really. And furthermore, like, going out and following him around while he kills centaurs and I do nothing is also not that exciting of a proposition for me. So I'm thinking right now, I just hang back, and if he wants to do something specific, then that's fine. But I'm not sure about just hanging out to not kill centaurs while he kills centaurs. It's not really speaking to me, you know? Oh, I see that an ad starts in like 45 seconds. Goal of the moment is to finish up this writ, and then that'll be about. I'll be just about out of. I'll probably be out of vitality at that point, and then maybe I'll check into more stuff. Do I know what level harvesting skill ups stop at? Dang, that's a good question. Alright, so it should go. Okay, let's see. I know you need to do like I think you have to be at 30 before you can harvest in Antonica and get rares, right? And then 90 before you can get rares and Thunder Steps. I think you can continue to skill up though for a little while longer than well, definitely can continue to skill up for a little while longer. I'm not sure exactly how far. Maybe. No, I don't want to wager a guess on it at the moment. Oh, well, 77, you can definitely get above 77. It's at least 90, maybe more. Yeah, I used to know the numbers for all of that. 90 was where you needed, and then I want to say it was like 90 and then 120. I think it went up by 30s after that. So it was like 120 for the T3 stuff, and then maybe, it feels like that's right. It's been a while. The old memory isn't what it used to be, you know? Level 20 trade skill, and it's showing X out of 100 when it takes a skill up. Interesting. Okay, but that's just because, yeah, it's limited by your level. But there'll be a certain point where it's considered trivial, and even though, you know, you may have the ability to go up higher, it's like killing Grace. You just don't get the credit for it like you would. And I think that's what you're talking about here with the skill up stopping. But yeah, 20 makes sense because that would be the point at which the game would expect you to go on to the next tier. The game would be, of course, wrong, but that's what it would expect. I feel like you continue to get skill ups though, even after 90 for a little while, but I don't know exactly how long. Okay, so I'm level 40 right now, and my harvesting skill is currently 200, which is kind of in line with what I was thinking. Because like I said, I seem to remember it was like 90 for the Antarctica region, and it goes up to wanted to say 120, but I wonder if it was 150. It may have been 150 for harvesting in enchanted lands and curating that level and getting rares there. Could be, I'm not sure.
No, I haven't got to fools or wicked, or whatever it is you're looking for.
I don't think that the right clicking on the node works on this server. I'll go check. But I don't think that it does. Like how you can right click and examine the node and it tells you what skills needed and things. But I'll go check in Thundering Steps and see if that is working. So which trade skill did you go with this one? Oh look, there's a node right there. Alright, so there's an examine, but it just says it is trivial for you to gather the plains roots. So you may try that on the node that you're looking at right now. And if you're not going to get a skill up, then that's the message you're going to get.
Well met.
Ah, jeweler on the dirge. Cool, cool. Makes sense. This one is also a jeweler. Just hit level 40 last night. I actually came on and did a little crafting without streaming last night. Because I knew I wouldn't be on very long. And I was distracted. I was actually looking at a certain area of the stream that I had done yesterday because there was a little period where I was like, is this really what happened here? I want to like go back and see exactly how that went down. And so I was doing crafting and also kind of watching a particular section of something that had happened yesterday during the stream. It was really interesting. Tailor and woodworker on 2 SKs. No, wait a minute. You had 3 SKs. Right? Did you toss one? Is he in the garbage now? Oh my goodness. You did it. You did it. I was afraid of that. Hours of work. Flushed it down the toilet. And you could have had the crew, you know? One of each. Come on now. Zerker is an armorer and Necro is a provisioner. Nice. So you're getting the crew together. You got an armorer, a provisioner, tailor, woodworker, and a dirge. Oh, I see. There's more. Furious carpenter. Come on, alchemist. Ah, see, there it is. Ilia's alchemist. Gotta get those power potions somehow. Yeah, I was gonna go check one of these nodes and see what it says. Haven't rolled the weaponsmith or sage yet. Feels like you're missing something else too. Let's see. You got the armor, Taylor and Julian. Carpenter, woodworker. Oh, no, provisioner. Okay, so it's already trivial for me to run the wind slipstones. I would think so. At 200, that makes sense. Necro is the position. Alright. So as long as you're level 10, you've got everything covered. The cool part about having a variety of characters to switch between beyond just the fact that, you know, you have all the different things you can do is that you can, when you run out of vitality, like I'm at 0% vitality in my crafting right now. And so you can maximize your time in the game as far as the leveling goes by, you know, run out of your trait skill vitality, well, you can just switch to another guy at that point who has full vitality, and you can just keep doing that. And if you have enough, like you obviously do, then you know this can be a very good way to get them, especially if you're doing adventuring and crafting. Then again, you can maximize your time per level. Maximize your leveling per time, I suppose, would be the accurate way to say that. What else? You knew what I meant. Which is more important to me for trade skilling than it is for adventuring. For adventuring, like, you've got quests, you're doing stuff. There's no, like, the leveling isn't really, for me, necessarily the point. But I just realized I'm in here with Dawn. Oh, you know what? He's not high enough level. Let me do some quick math. Yeah, no, he shouldn't trivialize my stuff at this point. So that's good. I also failed entirely to check out the Sminger Dwellers here, and as you all know, it's always a good idea to check the number as you go by, unless you know, literally just checked it. Yeah, I don't want to do the Made for the Mist right now. Hop on over to EL instead. Alright, let's see here what this says. Examine it. Now it's saying that it's trivial for me to number the roach dogger. Let's see if that's true. Go into Rivervale and find out. It also occurs to me I actually may have max. Yeah, I have max skills, so it's not actually going to help for me to try that. Let's try the fishing because that's not maxed out. See if it actually moves up. It says it's trivial, but is it trivial? This was at 195 on the fishing. first of all, we'll examine. Okay, so it doesn't tell me that this is trivial. It says it has no rare components to harvest. Well, that's true enough. But let's see if it... So it is moving up my fishing skill. It did not say that it was trivial. So if we get the fishing skill up to max, which is now 200, I wonder if it will then tell me that it's trivial. And if so, that would imply that 200 is the max that you can level it for this sum. Up to 199 now. I don't want to deal with those merc things, so I gotta come over here. Merc things, right? Alright, so that's we're at 200 now. And now it says it's trivial, so alright. So 200 is obviously the highest that we're gonna be able to skill up in Enchanted Lands. I know that wasn't your question, but perhaps it's useful for the future at least. But 200 is not what you need to harvest rares in the next tier up. So, actually, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead over to this trail and get some harvest done there. Me as well. But that's another thing you can do to make good use of the time. If you only have the one character, or if you only have maybe two characters and you used up all the vitality and you don't want to continue playing without it, you can go and do your harvesting when the vitality's up, giving it some time to recharge. You know what? I'll just do that. Let them run away. You know that. Make life easy. And actually, just to confirm, the next node I come across, I will right-click it and examine it. Now, I bet you it's going to be like there are no rare components. Something like that. There it is. We have here a lovely garden. And it says, actually, it says it's trivial for you to gather the taint of natural garden. Now that, I find unlikely. Of course, I'm maxed out, so it won't help me to gather it as far as my skill ups. So now I'm less certain. EverQuest. Questioning life. Every day. Questioning my own intelligence, certainly, if nothing else. It's one of the many things that can definitely make a person feel pretty dumb on the regular. If you need a reminder, this is a way to get it. I've been playing it for years. another thing that I added, I guess I should wait because there's an ad ready. This may be something that would be relevant for people. And I think that most, if not all, of my subscribers are already aware of it. So it would be best for me to wait on that little tidbit until those who are not subscribers can hear all about my harvesting hotbar that I'm very pleased with. Maybe I can even remember to mention it again by the time the ad break is over. We'll see. It's whole seconds away from now. Anything could happen. I got one little tiny step closer, and it's a failure. I don't really care about these guys, but I guess I gotta dump them. You know, the funny part is I don't even really want that wood. I mean, who wants wood? Let's be honest. Ah, yes, a fish. Oh, good. Everyone is back. I even remember I was going to tell you guys about the putting your harvesting tools on the hotbar. If you don't know about harvesting tools, you definitely should check those out to start with. The ones I'm using are briarwood. So there's the briarwood fishing pole, trap, shovel, pick, and saw. So each thing is good for a different type of harvesting. And this particular tier of them decreases the harvesting time by 1 second. I knew he was going to see me. But that would be 1 second every harvest. So that's for one full node, assuming that you get something every time, you have now decreased your harvesting time for that node by 3 seconds. If you don't get it every time, then you may have decreased it further, maybe by 5 seconds or something like that if you miss it a couple times. Well, you know, the crazy part is I should just kill this guy, because honestly, it's taking longer for me to wait for the root to wear off than it would to just, you know, kill him, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels that way. Of course, if I wasn't in the harvesting gear, it would help a little bit, but... Well, other pleasantries from that. There's a sedimentary ore right here. But anyhow, where I was going with this whole harvesting tools thing is that if you attune those items to your character and then drag them from your bags, their image from your bags, to a hotbar, then you can simply click their image on the hotbar and click the item. And it makes a very fast clicking of things, and you can do it like, say, I'm running through this corrupted ever, so I come over here, I click this. Now I have on the saw. This will decrease my harvesting time for this saw, for this wood. And I like that. All about efficiency sometimes. Except for when I'm not. I know how to be efficient, I just don't always, actually do it. So EverQuest 2, how are you enjoying the Necro on this server, out of curiosity? Oh, well, you do not want to play with those guys, actually. This is no winning. was gonna kill the rumble root guy, but the fairies, it was an unfortunate addition. Yeah, the guys in the sky sometimes just don't see them in time. Let's see if we can get this. We got a bright white, brilliant red, and dim blue. It's very, dim isn't really the word for it. It's just so incredibly dark that it's hard to see. Ah, good. Training tomes. Someday I'll show you what the training tomes do. They're good times. No, sorting isn't what I want to do. I want to search right now. It's a little magnifying glass. Neophyte, and then we have greater training tomes. So, I definitely have the marshals, the arcanists, okay, so that's all I have is the marshals and the arcanists. So, let's grab the diviners. This time we got brilliant red, bright red, and dim blue. You know, this was really the precursor to the, like, feeding the plant thing that came out in Kingdom of Sky. You get the pre-order, you get the plant, and then you feed it the bones and fertilizers and all that. Bright white, dim white, and soft blue. And so you get different combinations, and you get different rewards depending on what you gave the plant. Well, in this case, you get different combinations purely by luck, and you have different results depending on what those combinations are. I wonder if anybody ever wrote them down. Soft green, bright white, dim white. I wonder if I should. Nothing interesting. We'll move a little bit and see if that makes it start up again. Sometimes it will work that if you have done it for a moment in the area and it stops working, if you move just a little bit, it may start up again. Alright, we got like a billion bushes over there, and by billion I mean 3. So I was thinking, let's see, today is the 10th. Well, okay. I tried raiding, and I mentioned this a couple of times. I've tried raiding other people's channels on Twitch, which is when, like, I think you can, like, send your viewers to another channel or encourage. I don't really know, but I want to try it, and I have tried to try it a few different times, unsuccessfully, and but anyway, I think it might be because of the age of my account. I think it's not old enough to do that. This is the little cabin for the quest. I should go check. Yeah, getting attacked right off the bat. No, I'm not surprised. I can kill this one. I'm trying to remember what I was just in the middle of saying. Felt like it was something. Oh, he's raiding. Rightio. And so, I think my account age is the limiting factor here. And from what I understand, it's kind of defaulted to only accept rates from accounts that are at least 30 days old, which is kind of weird, right? Because it feels like not real clear why that would be an issue, right? Like, what would the accounts that are less than 30 days old do that would be bad for you, right? I'm not really clear on the details here. But regardless, I think my account will be 30 days old by the end of this week, certainly. So I may not be able to do it still yet, but perhaps by the end of the week I can. I'll try it again. And, I may try it again today, but I don't expect any degree of success. It gives me nasty messages saying things like, your channel can't do that. It seems a little rude, but alright, fine. My channel can't do that. I don't know. Okay, the assassin is here. Alright, we're gonna run. We're in the wrong direction. That's the old standard, really. And, running is exactly what I'm doing. Not sprinting. Not going crazy. We'll run through all the aggro real quick. That's what I get for using the auto run feature. Gets you into all kinds of goodies. Alright, EverQuest 2 says, I examined sand-washed rock node. It says it has no rare components to harvest. Why would it say that? Anyway, I got a rare from it. So, it's kind of weird on this server. But what it does mean is that it's not trivial for you to harvest. So you should be getting credit. Because if it's not going to give you a skill up, it should say that it's trivial. And it may be that that's partially dictated by what your max is too. Because right now, mine is saying trivial here in Rivervale, and I know that it's not that I'm at the max that you can harvest here, but at the same time, it's not going to give me a skill up because my skills are maxed. And I think that might be what's going on. It's my interpretation of it anyway. As to why it's saying there's no rares in it, I have no idea why it would tell you that. It told me that too on before I maxed out my harvesting for the fish. It said something. Yeah, I think it said this node has no rare in it. I think it's great that you got a rare from the very one that you checked and it said it had no rare because, it's not like you get a rare every time you harvest, so it's just lovely. Wonderful timing. luminous tooth. There I come. Just what I wanted to. All things I could have gotten. It is definitely nice to have those materials so that you can imbue the stuff. So I'm really not complaining, honestly. I'm just amused. Oh, there's a shiny. Oh no, it did not faint. It's because I have a stifle on me. Do I think I get better at defense? It's great. See if we can harvest in the general direction of that shiny without being attacked by all of the things. I don't mind being attacked by just one of the things, maybe even two of the things, but all of the things? No. It's just terribly rude of it to keep doing this to me here. Apparently I'm also on the elemental lore in Legend. Didn't even remember that. Certainly the fish aren't all that important to me, so I'm going to just drag about this away. I might sure to hop over the spirit. I haven't been there yet with this character. I did, I think I poked my head into Zach one day. Don't think I actually got off the docks or anything crazy. I just went and think that I took the bell there and was like, yeah. Not really interested in Zach yet. And walked away probably. But I should probably head over there. Could get some harvesting. Could get some of the shinies and whatnot.
Breeze of death.
69%. So not bad. Well, 60 of 60 harvesting in Atomica. It didn't fail. Now at 84%, fails constantly. That sounds about right, yeah.
of death to you.
Those berries getting me again. Man, oh man. I just said dreams of death to you, by the way. Like, come on, come on. Dreaming of killing me, that seems a little obsessive. I just don't feel like my gnome is that important, you know, for these fairies to all be dreaming of my death. Or maybe they're wishing that I'm going to be dreaming of death. Maybe it's actually a curse. Instead of saying that's what they've been doing, or that that's what they're hoping for. Maybe they're like, from now on, when you dream, it will be of your own death. It's like a fairy tale curse. Makes sense. There is a named wolf that runs around here like a psycho on these trails sometimes. So watch out for that. Oh, there's a harvester. I noticed the harvesting nodes, and I was about to go run and get one. Then I saw the dude standing there. I'm like, oh, haha, maybe not. Wow, and Don's having trouble getting a giant finger along. I could go up and kill giants. I have no aversion to that. I wonder if I have the giant finger. I do. I've already got the finger. It'll work out alright. Looks like I only need a toe and an ear. It's not too bad. At some point I should go check the depot and see about some of those little legend pieces I need. The answer is 95 turns. 95 turns trigger. Okay, that makes sense because, like I said, I thought it was a little above 90 because I remember 90 is what you need in order to harvest rares in the next tier. So giving a little bit of a buffer makes some sense. At least I think so. It's, as I said, it's been a while. One of these days, I'll follow the thundering steps. I'll find that there's always like one more legend piece. It's just a pain to get over all the rest. And of course, there's always going to be rares and uncommons and all that. But sometimes it'll be something silly, like it's not even the rare piece, but you just can't get it. I haven't really gone out of my way to hunt things for the legend pieces yet on this server. So he's down there around the giant's forge, which, you know, predictably, right? I could have just run over to the Griffin station and flown over. But now I'm gonna run right past my update with Turgan back there. Hey, Mr. Jelly, how you doing? I almost switched into my gear to go harvest that rock there. It was just like, ooh, ore, get it. I think we're all having Pavlovian responses to a large degree. When you see rocks and roots, we're like, oh yes, grab it. I speak for all of us, I think. Between that and shinies, man, I'm telling you, it's rough. Like that, see? It's exactly.
Salutations.
At this point, I think everything over is going to be great at both of us, so I really don't see any need to invis or anything like that. Might be, I mean, like Tooth, he would be colorful probably still, but to me, I don't think anything else is going to be an issue at all. See if we can get this a little bit faster. Maybe we can get that finger brushing. Well, what do we do? cool. We had the last piece of that I needed already. Giants ever say anything, they just run. Sad thing is, the giants stand so very far away and can still hit you. And it's true for like casters and stuff too, but these guys, man, they're just like stomping us from quite a distance. And it's difficult to run from in front of one to behind one, right? So like this guy, for instance. It's just a bit of a longer trek to get behind them than most of the critters. So we've got an incoming ad in 50 seconds or so. Hopefully we can get that trigger to drop very soon from... Probably won't take too much, too terribly long. I know he's already been out for a while. Harvesting at the moment, EverQuest. Is it just rares or is it just things in general? I know you got the crafting army you're building. Looks like it's about time that I'm gonna have to run off and get some things done and get some lunch in just a moment. But I'll see if I can finish this line of giants for a quick post. EverQuest says I'm just skilling up harvesting. I should have enough in the bank to level the rest of the 3 teams. Nice. So you can still harvest. I don't know if you've tried this yet, but on this server you don't get the lock that you used to get at the real time here. So you can harvest in the next tier up. You just can't get the rares if you do. Which is a shame if you go and you get, like, 10 severed wood or whatever, and you know that you would otherwise get the rare, and you don't. But I know I saw people asking about that. I went on this character when he was in his 30s, and I went to do a little harvesting in Tenebrous Dangle while I was in that area the other day. Let's see if I actually collect. Dawn, no. However, I do want to check, just for funsies, and see if this rating thing is a thing that I can do yet. I bet it's not, but it's only one way to find out, right? Go ahead and put him and follow for the moment. Get that auto attack on. And then let's see that. Try this raising button again. Last time it was like, nah, your thing can't do that. Which I thought was not very nice. but it never asked my opinion, strangely. Let's see what. We've got XX Noble. He's live right now. He's one of my followers who has a channel. Let's see if this works. Start raid. Unable to raid. It's just consistently this way. Not sure what the deal is, but I do think it might be just because of my lack of playtime. I've tried the Chronos before. No, it's the things. Always now. Try searching for EQ2. See if that gets me. Let's try regular EverQuest. That's not. Over here, maybe that's not. Oh, that's not. That doesn't look right at all. Try again. Let's go back to that. Yeah, it's looking like it's just not gonna work. It's a shame, but I'll try again more toward the end of the week. After maybe I've got 30 days that seems to be some kind of requirement. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get off for now. I should be back probably within an hour, I would think. You never know for sure, but probably within that time, but at least within the next 2 hours for sure. It was a pleasure streaming with you all. Enjoyable talking, and I'm glad that I have found out it becomes trivial in Antarctica at skill 95. I will try to remember that. Alright. I will talk to you all later. If you haven't followed me yet, be sure to do that and stick notifications on so that you see when I go live. And meanwhile, have fun playing some EverQuest. See you later.